Hey everyone, my wife went to a thrift store a little while ago and with my son they were out looking at stuff and she found this box of cards here and looks like an old box of cards. Not sure what's in it, but long story short, looks like we got some football, baseball, different years, got some newer, different older ones. But anyways, she went up to the cashier, asked how much for these, and she said $5. Take them home. So that's what she did. She paid $5 for this box here. So I haven't gone through them, but just gonna go through them, and I'll let you know what I find if there's any treasures. All right. So after going through the box of cards, I separated them out per manufacturer: Topps, Don Russ, Upper Deck, Bowman. The majority of the cards were Topps cards, and had some vintage cards on up to the 2000s. But you can see back here, it's got some. It had a couple 75s, which are not in the greatest condition. 76s, 77s, and then your 78s, 79, and then a small little stack back here in the back corner of the 80s. There's a nice little stack of some 80s there, and it had some stars as well in these cards. You got the 82 cards here, small little stack of those with some Fernando on the front, and then back to the other side here, had some pretty good stack here of the 82s, or 83s, I'm sorry. And nice Ted Simmons there. Had some thin and now, or super veteran cards, I guess you'd call them. Basically, his 68 picture. And the same thing for Sparky Lyle. And then it had some other players in here that are common stars. You had some Bill Madlock, Bobby Mercer, Rusty Staub, Tom Lasorda. So those were pretty good little stack of 83s there. And if anybody's open to trading or needing some of these for their sets, let me know. I can send these off to you. But anyways, that's basically what you see there is, like I said, 88s and 89s, 90s on up to, I think the final year I saw here were some 2002s, which I don't collect too many of the cards of after the 80s. And then there was addition to that, there was some stacks of Upper Deck, small little stack of Bowman in here. Pretty good size stack of some Fleer, different years, as well as a little bit bigger stack of some Don Russ, and had some pretty nice cards in there. And to go along with that, it has these some things that are a little different I hadn't seen before. They called these, I guess they're called the Yankee cards of the 70s card series, but they're small little, look like 2x2, 2x3 cards, but they made these back in the 70s apparently by a company called Fisher. That's the back of them. But you can see there was a set of them for the Yankees, and there was only a few of them in here. A couple names you recognize. Like I said, you got Lou Piniella there, and then another guy you might recognize, Rick Mundy, George Medich. But those are pretty neat. And then they had these cards in here that were basically put out by Craws, and it's not Craws, but they were put out by what's called Baseball Immortals. And I thought these were pretty neat. They show some of the older Negro League players: Satchel Paige, Judy Johnson, John Henry Lloyd, Josh Gibson, Martin DeHango, Rube Foster, Oscar Charleston, and of course Cool Papa Bell. And I thought those were pretty neat. There's a set out there. These were numbered. I think there's about 200 or so in the set. But I thought those were pretty neat. I looked online to buy the rest of those, and they're not too expensive, so I might look to follow up on that and get those. And then some of the other cards I like to collect. They only had one of these, which is a TCMA card. This is the back of those. This is from 78. But there's a set of those that I like to collect. I just like these older pictures of some of the veteran players. And the same thing here. Here's a Hank Sauer from the Cubs. And this is a Renata Galasso. It's a 77. There's like a 5-part series to this whole set. But I have quite a few of this set here. And pretty neat cards to collect. There was a video Vintage Composer put out, Mike. He just did recently on this set of cards and how they came to be produced. It's a pretty interesting video. You might want to catch it on YouTube there. But he did a real nice story on the Renata Galasso story and how she created a little business to get through college and sold baseball cards. Pretty neat story. You might catch that video. And then there's quite a few cards that put in my PC, which I'll go through next. But I had basically pretty good stack of cards. I kind of sleeved some of them, put some of them in a hard case already, but for my PC. So let me get the camera turned around and I'll show those. Like I said, a few names you might recognize that I pulled out in here after I went through those cards. This one's a Deion Sanders, score 92, one of his second year card there. This one here is another card you might, or a player you might recognize, Mr. Andy Van Slyke, and that's Pirates year. I think that was his third year Pirates card there. Then here's a David Justice Braves card, and Ronnie Gant rookie All-Star Cup card, 1980 Jerry Rice card. Then there was a couple of Diamond Kings in there for Don Rust, Gary Carter, and Will Clark. And then there was also another rookie card of a good pitcher in his own right, Steve Avery. That's his 1988 Bowman when he was called up to the Braves. And then this card here, next card is called Baseball Legends, put out by Pacific. And that was a pretty neat card, I thought. Jim Cott, pretty good pitcher. And this one here, Tiger 727. Shout out to him. Mickey Tettleton, Detroit Tiger Upper Deck card. If you're interested in that card, Greg, let me know. I can send it to you. And also there was a bunch of minor league cards in this box, but only two names that stuck out to me. This first one's Todd Helton, which I know that Ken, with Ken's Cardboard, is an avid Todd Helton collector. And I'm not sure if you have this one or not, but it's a minor league card showing his year with Asheville, New Haven, and then Colorado Springs. Pretty neat card there. And then this other rookie card here, or not rookie, but minor league card, Reggie Sanders, when he was in the Reds, Cedar Rapids Reds. So Shannon, if you're interested in this card, let me know. I can send that to you. But it was put out by McDonald's, and you can see up here it got CR for Reds. But again, it shows his minor league 2 years he was there, Billings and then Greensboro. And the rest of these cards that I'm going to show you will be going into my PC. And I'll try to go through them rather quick. I know it's been a long video here, but anyways, we got a league leader card, Vladdy Guerrero Sr. That's a Fleer tradition. Another Fleer tradition of Mr. Sosa in Upper Deck, Sammy Sosa. Another Fleer tradition here, Roger Clemens World Series card, and another League Leaders card, Fleer tradition of Roger Clemens. This next one is a John Smoltz. That's his 5th year card, 92. And then this one in here was a 2002 highlight card for Barry Bonds, and I think this is the one that he hit his 500th home run, if I'm not mistaken. This is April 17th, 2001. Yeah, league history to reach the 500 mark. So he hit it into what's called McCovey Cove, as we all know that one. And then some more Diamond Kings, which were going in my PC, Fred McGriff. Get one of the Gary Carters that you had seen earlier. Rod Carew with his Angels cap. I would have liked to have the Twins, but that's okay. Mr. Phil Necro, Mr. Knuckleball. And then the late, great Tom Terrific with his Cincinnati Reds hat. I like that a lot. So those will be going into my PC. And I have another nice Barry Larkin one here called Diamond Tributes, another Fleer tradition, part of my PC. I got a Bernie Williams, and this card's kind of neat, Fleer tradition of Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. A couple here of Jose Canseco, he's with the White Sox, and a couple more cards here of Randy Johnson. Pretty neat looking cards here. And then I got a few of the Bo Jackson. Here's a score Bo Jackson here, as well as a Pinnacle. And then these next two cards, these were pretty hot back in the day when he came up. Mark Grace with the Cubs, that's his Topps All-Star rookie, 88. And then the Don Russ rated rookie card, 88. Those were some pretty hot cards back in the day. And then I got my Fernando Tatis Sr. This is his minor league card. And that was a pretty neat card there. This, again, showing the back of it with his stats for his minor leagues. Playing in Charlotte and Tulsa and whatnot. This one here I've never seen before, but it's called Rookie of the Year card for Chipper Jones. And basically talks about how his stats in the farm teams, and then when he made it to the, as they say in the show there. Pretty neat card, but that's the back of that. And then a couple more Chipper Jones cards were in there. And then I had some Wade Boggs to add to my PC. A couple cards there. Another Ivan Rodriguez. And a Kurt Schilling. Those are all in the 2000s. Those cards there. 2002 Derek Jeter. And then I had some cards here of Roger Clemens. The Topps card is 92 Don Russ. And then a Fleer Ultra showing him getting ready to bunt, which was probably a rarity for him. And then here's one that might make you cringe, but that's Mr. Donnie Baseball telling the umpire his foot's touching first base. But that's a Leaf, his Leaf 1990 card. And then I got a nice one here of the Hawk with his days with the Florida Marlins. And then these next ones are also, these are some more Don Russ cards. This one's another one, the 82 Don Russ, the Hawk with the Expos. They got the Ken Griffey Sr. with the Reds. Mr. Garvey with the Dodgers. Greg Nettles, 82 Don Russ. And I spelled his name right, front and back. And then here's the 1980 Greg Nettles. Again with the Yankees there. And here's an 82 Billy Buckner. Don Russ 82 George Brett. An 82 of Tony Perez with the Red Sox. And then an 82 Harold Baines. And then a nice one of the original Pudge, the 86 Carlton Fisk with the White Sox. And then this card here for Mr. John Mangini. I know you like the Cobra. but this is put out by SSPC 1975. Mr. Parker, pretty neat card, sporting the sideburns there. Another one of Greg Nettles. This is the 83 Topps. And then an 83 of Super Veteran Goose Gossage. This is a 72 pick next to his 83. Then a real nice Fergie Jenkins, 1983. And then another pitcher that I thought could have been one of the greatest, Mr. J.R. Richards. That's his 1980 card there, and then his 79 card. And then we got the 82. And again, these are all cards that I PC. I like J.R. Richards. I saw him pitch when he was here in Cocoa, Florida at Astro Stadium. And then we got a Robin Yount Peachy. A nice score of Robin Yount there. And then one of my favorite catchers, a guy I idolized growing up, Mr. Ted Simmons. Now these are all in his Brewers uniform. I prefer him in his Cardinal uniform, but that's okay. But a couple of those of Mr. Simmons. I think I showed this one already, but it's going to go on the PC. I had two of those. And then these last two are some rookie cards. Mr. Tom Glavine, Don Russ 88. And the last one's a Larry Walker. The Topps card of his. I guess you consider it a rookie card. But anyways, it's the 1990s. So there you have it, folks. Appreciate you sticking and hanging out with me. But let me know what you think. Like I said, my wife and my son bought this whole box here for $5, and you know, it ended up being a pretty good little pickup. You know, I got a lot of nice cards in there, and well, like I said, if anybody's interested in some of the cards you saw there, let me know, and I can send them to you. Like I always say, collect like you're a kid.